So what is a resume? It's a summary of a person's goals, education, experience, and skills, and it's one of the most important tools in your job search. Our goal is to help you create a strong resume that will make you stand out to a potential employer. There are 5 major components of a resume. The overall layout of the resume itself, the headline, experience, education, and other categories. This video focuses on overall layout. Do appearances count on your resume? Absolutely. Fashion is a creative and therefore visual field. Who saw the movie Legally Blonde?
Do you have a resume? It's pink.
And it's scented. I think it gives it a little something extra.
Her resume was pink and scented and is obviously an extreme example, but a great reminder that gimmicks won't work for us. We want to keep it simple, stylish, and professional. She wanted to get into Harvard, but you're trying to get hired at Alexander Wang. Much more competitive. People look at a resume for 10 to 15 seconds initially. A strong overall layout helps you catch their attention so they want to read the actual content. In this overall layout video, we'll discuss page layout, categories, and fonts and design elements. The page layout is the first thing to stand out. Consider what I like to call the 2-foot rule, as seen here. If you stand back and look at your resume from 2 feet away without actually reading anything, what do you see? Is the text balanced on the page? Is it visually pleasing overall? Does it look crowded? Your resume should be 1 page long, with margins evenly balanced around the whole page. The white space, seen here in blue, is the blank space where there is no text and creates visual balance, allowing the eye to rest. Too little white space, and the resume becomes crowded and hard to read. Consider justifying the text on the right side of the page, not just the left, to help add to the overall balance. Another important part of resume layout is choosing 3 to 5 categories of information to focus on. We'll discuss these more in depth in later videos, but examples might include objective, summary of qualifications, experience, education, skills, relevant coursework, awards, and honors. By limiting yourself to 3 to 5 categories only, you'll create a visually balanced page with a focused point of view. More than 5 categories can look cluttered and feel overwhelming to the reader. When considering fonts and design elements, make sure to focus on tasteful, readable, and consistent. Which font should you use? Choose something easy to read and not too tricky. Strong options might include Arial, Times New Roman, or Century Gothic. Stay away from anything scripty or stylized. The size of your fonts should be between 10 and 12 points. One area that might be larger could be your personal information, such as name. When changing the style of the fonts, keep the use consistent. For example, you might have all category headings such as objective, experience, and education capitalized and bold, and all company names such as Gap, J. Crew, and Dairy Queen bold and italicized. Things to avoid include using illustrations, too much colored text, or tricky design elements. This will seem unprofessional. Now that we've learned a little about overall layout for resumes, take a look at these 2 examples. Remember, the first thing noticed about a resume is the overall layout. Spending a little time considering page layout, categories, and fonts and design elements will ensure you have a balanced, consistent, and readable resume to represent you in the job search.